chase with us. Come chase with us. Come chase with us. Cloud chasers, come chase with us. Come chase with us. Come chase with us. Look, now my vape, she a monster. Blowing more clouds out her mouth than a roster. Your vape, she's an imposter. 3 days to kill Kevin Costner.
Hi guys, Malt back at Malt's Favourite Reviews, and I've got a new review for you. And this evening, it is the Megavolt 80 watt from Council of Vapor. And I've got the little mod here, and I'm quite proud about this one because I like this little mod, and I think it's quite a good little item. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and we're going to enjoy ourselves with this one because it's a fun item. So let's introduce it to you. Here is the Megavolt. And this is why I think it's fun. This little mod fits in the lighter pocket in my on my jeans. So that gives you a rough idea of how small it is. It's roughly 6 centimeters high by approximately 3 centimeters in depth and about 2.5 in width. So all the specs and all the details are all going to be following in the video for you to have a look at. And I'm just going to show you what she does. Set currently at 70 watts. I know this camera doesn't show it very well, but it is 70 watts. And I'm on a Cleater on a 0.2 coil because minimum resistance is 0.2 on here. So the only thing I could think of was a Cleater that I had available other than building an RBA, for you or an RBA. And I just thought the Cleater would go well with this, so hence why the Cleater's on here. Yep, I've got a long drip tip on it because I don't like the little Del ring ones. Too close to the top, and as you know with a Cleater the tanks can get very, very hot. So let's have a little vape and I'll show you what she's capable of. Great little device. Absolutely love this. I've had it a week now and I've been trying it out all week because I've now put in a lot more effort into these reviews as far as I'm concerned by testing the products for a lot longer to see whether I find any more issues rather than a couple of days. They're all getting a week and they're getting a proper review. So the specs are all in for you to see. Okay, so let's have a little look at this. On the bottom we have one micro USB lead because we have an inbuilt battery in here. So micro USB charging for the battery. Doesn't come with any 18650s. I believe it's a 1350 milliamp if I'm right, and don't quote me on that because it is actually on the spec sheet that's going to be shown in the review. So 80 watt can do it, and I'm going to show you what 80 watt can do with this. Now the coil on here is actually, the recommended is 70, so I'm only going to do this once, so that's why it was set at 70. But that's at 80, and it's a great little device, absolutely great. The flavour's great, but that's down to the coil. But straight hit. Hit straight away, no delay in firing, no problems with the fire button, which is only a little rinky dinky button, but nice and clicky. Same with up and down switches. Now as far as this works, if you press the top button at the moment you'll get your resistance of your coil. Press your bottom button, you'll get which mode you're vaping in. Now on here there's 3 modes. There's a soft, a standard and a powerful, same as the limitless 200 watt because the chipset's basically exactly the same. It is the limitless chipset but at 80 watts, and a little bit for the display because the display isn't big enough to show all the details. So they've worked around with it and they've come up with this. Menu entry is 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks. We have a mode power. If you click on the top button of that, it will take you to temp control. We have auto power adjust. We have power off time set, which is something you will use, and we have exit menu, which you then press the button to come out. Not the top, not your fire button. You use your fire button to navigate, your bottom button to work through, to come out, or set anything. First temp control goes up to 300 degrees Celsius, 580 degrees Fahrenheit. It is compatible with stainless steel, titanium and nickel. Temp control's not my thing. I've never really varied into it, so I'm not going to mess about going into there. I'm just going to tell you about this at 70 watts. I've tried it at 30, I've tried it at 40 with RBAs and RDAs, and they've been good. I've had a pleasant experience from them. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this. And as far as setting things on it, it's about using the fire button and whichever button you require. So if you want to change your mode set to a higher power, press your bottom button and your fire button at once, and you'll get a flash in and you change. Now I've got it on powerful, so I'm leaving it on powerful. To change your watts, top button and your fire button, and you get a flash in and changes up and down with your up and down buttons. It's not brain science, this one. Now, as I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 it is, sorry. As I said in the menu before, there is a power off time set. Turn this to off if you're clever, because otherwise you will be turning it back on and off constantly. What happens is, after about 15 minutes, it actually turns itself off and you've got to free click it to turn itself back on. It's only a little niggle that you'd have if you got used, but once it's turned off, you don't have that issue. So that's one of the things that I like about this. You also, on the bottom, there is a little pinhole just below the micro USB. I'm going to see if I can get you in focus where you can see it. I'm talking about this little device here, and you just put a pin in there. It will reset all the settings on it for you if you ever have any problems. Can't see there being any because Council of Vapor, quality products. This was sent to me by Paul at True Vape, who are basically Council of Vapor. Price wise, I believe this is priced roughly in the regions of £40 in the UK, and about 40, I think it's $49 in the US. I've not looked around US sites, and I've not looked around the European sites looking for prices for Poland, Latvia and the like, because I don't know the sites for these countries. But the UK ones, it is there, but it's hard to find in the UK, so I would recommend going via True Vape and Council of Vapor to find this product. That's just a personal opinion, because I did have a little bit of problems finding it on the UK sites. However, I will put a link in to where you can find this anywhere for stateside and UK. Now, I'm just going to let you have a look at it. I'm going to tell you, this is the gunmetal version. They do this in a stainless steel. This is a carbon fibre sticker. Once again, the Megavolt one on this side is a carbon fibre sticker. They're not inlays, they are actually stickers. We have a plastic topping, and we have our gunmetal metal finish. On the back we have a little COV, and we have all conformity signs on the bottom, not to put in bins. What's this one say? I believe my eyes aren't good enough to see these, but they're basically conformity warnings to say that they have conformed to specifications. And great little items these. Would I recommend getting one? It depends what you're looking for. That's my review on this. I'm not going to say yes outright, because it's £40 for a little small box, and at the moment there are the likes of the RX knocking about. in certain places at those kind of prices. So you can go up to a 200 watt. But not everybody wants to carry a 200 watt box and some at that size. Some people do want this little thing. And as I said, there's your size. It's actually, my thumb is bigger than this. My little finger is bigger than it. So the price is a stumbling area with me, because I don't know whether or not people are going to pay, or whether they're going to go for a bigger issue, or whether they're going to go for a bigger mod. But for an 80 watt, I think this is a good mod. I actually do. I think it's a great little mod box. I think women it would suit purposely. Your intermediate that's just starting with RBAs and RDAs and things along them lines, and tank atomizers and things like that. Yeah, I can see this being a good little thing for them because of its size. I personally like it because I can just get it in my pocket quite easily, no issues. I like this, and I like the fact it's small. Sticking that in your pocket, you know about it. That's an RX200S. Big hefty chunky thing. You can't get it in your pocket as easily. This you can. So it's a selling point for me, is that. Its other selling point is the battery on it. This can be charged in 30 minutes. Fully charged via USB. And I'm going to say this. Take me at my word on this. I've tried it. The longest it's took me is 31 minutes, and that was completely discharged. So it does do it. It's a statement that Council of Vapor make on this is that it can be charged within 30 minutes, and it can be charged within 30 minutes. Usage wise, battery, it's a 1350 I believe. Let me just make sure on this, because I don't want to tell everybody that it's something and it's not. So let me have a look at what I've got specification wise. I don't want to tell you all a load of junk and it be wrong. And sorry, it's a 1750 milliamp battery. Like I said, I didn't want a 1750 milliamp 20500 battery. So I've found I can get a day out of this quite easily with sensible vaping. However, I'm not a sensible vapor, so what it's good for with me is if I'm going somewhere, I can just chuck it in my pocket. If I know I'm not going to be out all day, I'm not going to need mass battery life, then it's brilliant, because I get what I need from it. Would I be taking it out on a day in work where I might use it quite a bit? No, that's a different story. For that, then I'm going to go to one of my bigger battery operated with my 18650s and high charge batteries, high drains. But if you're going out for a meal or something like that, or you're going out for a couple of drinks, yeah, I'd sit that quite happily down on the table in front of me and let people laugh, because I've got a dinky little thing when they're used to seeing me with, such as this. And yeah, it wouldn't bother me in the slightest to go out in a pub with that. So, do I recommend it? Yeah, I do. I think it's a great little box. I think it's a wonderful little box. Take to what? I'd aim it at beginning to intermediate sub-home users. It's not your initial startup box, but it's not your advanced. It's a very simple menu system, very easy to use. I just like it. I like the fact that it is so simple. It's so small and it's simple, and I like that about it. Right, if I mark it out of 5, I'm actually going to give it a 4. It's not because it's bad, it's just, it is small, and it's not everybody's cup of tea. That's the only reason I've given it a 4. As far as for me, it's a 5 because I actually like it. I like the fact that it's small and it's easy and it's handleable. So that's my opinion of it. I'm giving it a 4 based on not everybody's personal cup of tea, but I think a lot of people will like the fact that it is so small. I do, personally. And it is pretty. It's so very, very pretty for a little box. The gunmetal. I've got a gunmetal, what is it, my Steam Preve, my anniversary edition. I've got a gunmetal version and I'm considering pairing that up with it, but I like the Cleato on it, to be honest. Cheap and cheerful with a Cleato. Absolute godsend. Like I say, I don't really know anyone that goes much into the high levels and 200 watts, and they're going up to 300 watts now. Why? I don't see a usage for 300 watts. That's just my opinion, but I think we can do it in other ways, so I like this. So I'm going to give it a 4. And I hope you enjoy the review, because I think it's a great little product. I'm going to put the specs on now, and I'm going to put some links down below, and I'm going to let you have a look at it all. But yeah, the Megavolt 80 from Council of Vapor. Vape on, guys. Thanks for watching.
Chase with us. Come chase with us. Come chase with us. Cloud chasers, come chase with us. Come chase with us. Come chase with us. Look, now my vape, she a monster. Blowing more clouds out her mouth than a roster. Your vape, she's an imposter. 3 days to kill Kevin Costner. Mobsters, blowing circles of life. Kick back, watch the clouds take flight. When they rise, it's sorta like the sky falls. Shit's getting thick like Nicki, that's my fault.